just been incredible to see Brazilian fans not only celebrate their own football, but in a way infect us all with this love and this passion for the game. And it really ignited the tournament. And I hope that CBF can manage to bring this tournament here in 4 years, because I don't think it will be comparable to...
Fala, rapaziada. Hoje a gente vai repercutir agora o que a imprensa americana falou após a derrota, né, do Fluminense para o Chelsea. O Fluminense acabou perdendo para o Chelsea, todo mundo já sabe. E agora a gente vai ver o que os americanos falaram, né? Vocês vão ver que o Fluminense acabou deixando uma boa impressão aí do futebol brasileiro e eles elogiaram muito. Se liga aí.
Any other place in the world.
Fluminense, not at the level maybe that we saw earlier in the tournament, but still a successful tournament for the Brazilian side and for Fluminense as they make it to the semifinals. What was your take on the match?
Yeah, absolutely. We had a quick moment off air where I said that I thought Fluminense's worst performance coincided with one of Chelsea's better performances, if not their best. And of course, they were helped from two fantastic individual performances from the two Pedros, right? Joao and Neto. And I thought they were fantastic. Big fans of both. And it's, of course, bittersweet for Fluminense because it's their own youth product that has buried them with two world-class finishes. And so it's difficult for them to swallow this pill. I also thought they were denied a very clear penalty. I'm sure people might interpret that differently, but I thought it was a clear penalty. I thought we lacked John Arias' influence. I think he was just spent. He was so tired from having to deal with carrying this team on his back offensively for the entirety of the tournament, and it just became a little bit too much for him. And Chelsea wasn't in total control, but they were more clinical in front of goal, and despite Fluminense fighting until the final whistle, they just couldn't get over that final hurdle. But we're proud of them anyway. They came out to play, and they've made us all proud with their performances.
All right, you're very proud, and I love to hear that because the supporters have really stood out to me more than anything else. But how important is it for South American football to see performances from the South American teams at this competition, not only on the pitch, but off the pitch, to see that togetherness, that spirit, sort of that colourful entertainment off the field, and then also seeing and recognising that Fluminense getting so far into this competition, the South American teams are there to compete, and they played well.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. I mean, one of the things I love about this country, other than the fact that they love football, is that they love all of football. I mean, you saw the way that they were supporting their own teams, the chanting, the singing, the colors. They remind me very much of African football fans, of course, you know, in that way, the diversity of the way that this football festival is celebrated. But one of the things I love about Brazilians, and I think it should be noted, especially in contrast to some of the rhetoric that we hear coming out of Europe, is that Brazilians love all of football. So Brazilians haven't just been celebrating and haven't just been tuned in to the football when Brazilian teams play, which of course they have, but they have spoken very highly of watching other teams play. They spoke very highly of watching the Japanese fans when they were doing their chant in the stands in unison, which was fantastic to see. They spoke a lot about how Sundowns was extremely appealing with their football and how they loved the approach and the way that they played and kept the ball. So it's just been incredible to see Brazilian fans not only celebrate their own football, but in a way infect us all with this love and this passion for the game. And it really ignited the tournament. And I hope that CBF can manage to bring this tournament here in 4 years, because I don't think it will be comparable to any other place in the world.
Love it.
It'll be a lot more difficult for European sides to find success if that tournament is played in Brazil. We talk about heat in the United States. Playing that game in Brazil would be a very different
Germany did okay in 2014, just saying.
All right.
Well, it would be winter, so they would be let off the hook just a little bit, depending on where they are.
That is fair. That is fair. When we talk about Fluminense, it was funny because I was almost more impressed throughout the tournament with the Flamengo, with Palmeiras, but it seemed like Fluminense was really the side that was able to defend and play professionally and play to a point where making it very difficult to score against was massive for their success. How will this tournament and having the success in this tournament help Fluminense in the domestic league to continue to move forward and become one of the top teams in South America, if not one of the top teams in the world?
Well, to be very frank, I'm not sure how much it does for them in the domestic sense because all the teams here, all the fans here, we are aware of Fluminense's capacity. We are aware of the defiance of this man there that you have on the screen. So we know what they're capable of. And we know, of course, because they went very far, all the way to a victory in the Libertadores. So we know what they're capable of. But I think on a global scale, it demonstrates that Brazil not only has technical talent, which we've always been aware of, but there's a physical prowess, fitness, strength, tactical discipline, and sophistication that exists down here. And they were able to use all of that to compete against teams with substantially bigger budgets. Chelsea, at the end of the day, has a squad that they've just invested in with over $1 billion in cash. So, it's difficult to compete against these teams, but they've demonstrated that they can do it. And certainly, if not in Brazil, if not in the EPL, the Serie A, and the Bundesliga, and teams from all the leagues that they will face, if anything, they've shown that there's nothing to fear against giants, and that Goliath is not as large and as imposing and as controlling and dominating as he might seem. And so that's been a breath of fresh air.
Isso aí, galera. A gente viu aí a repercussão, né, da imprensa americana. Cara, o futebol brasileiro tá de parabéns, realmente. O Fluminense, Flamengo, Botafogo e o Palmeiras representaram muito bem o futebol brasileiro, né? Para quem disse que os europeus não ligavam, né, para essa competição, a gente pôde ver que a história em campo foi bem diferente. Não essa falácia aí, bastidores, porque na hora mesmo todo mundo quer ganhar título, o investimento que eles fazem é muito alto nos clubes europeus, então eles não vão entrar em competição para perder, isso aí é papo furado. Mas assim, os brasileiros foram lá, jogaram de igual para igual, jogaram até melhor em alguns momentos aí dos clubes europeus, em algumas partidas, né? A gente assistiu aquele primeiro jogo, Palmeiras e Porto, ali o Palmeiras merecia ter ganho aquele jogo. Fluminense e Dortmund também, o Fluminense jogou melhor. Então, Fluminense e Inter, Fluminense dominou, Flamengo ganhou do Chelsea, né? E o Botafogo ganhou do PSG. Também foi um jogo na raça, foi um jogo pesado, mas o Botafogo honrou aí a raça brasileira, né, a paixão. E o que fica de ensinamento é isso, é que futebol é jogado, né, como diz o outro, na hora, meu irmão. Qual é raça, é paixão, é bola no pé e bola na rede, né. E os europeus não tem como, né, cara? Porque os caras investem milhões em jogadores, os caras montam seleções, né? Eles podem comprar aí os melhores jogadores. Então, o que acontece? O Brasil produz os jogadores, a Argentina e os países sul-americanos em geral, né? A gente produz o talento, os caras vêm e compram. Tá aí o João Pedro, né? Que foi muito falado. João Pedro, cria do Fluminense, acabou fazendo os 2 gols e foi 2 golaços contra o Fluminense. Os caras compraram aí, se não me engano, 60 milhões. Então é isso, os melhores jogadores infelizmente não ficam aqui no Brasil. Vão para a Europa porque os nossos clubes não têm dinheiro para manter e o futebol se tornou uma coisa assim de níveis astronômicos em questão de dinheiro, né? Aí fica difícil manter um jogador de qualidade aqui no Brasil. Não que os que tem aqui não sejam de qualidade, mas os nossos melhores jogadores realmente vão para a Europa. E os clubes brasileiros mostrou aí, como disse aí o Americano, que dá para bater de frente com qualquer time europeu. Eles ficaram encantados também com a nossa torcida, né? A galera fez a festa lá. A torcida é diferente e a gente respira futebol, a gente ama o futebol. E é isso, galera. Se você gostou do canal, segue aí, comenta, compartilha com seu amigo. Você vai trazer essa repercussão aí da gringa, né? Sobre o futebol, o que eles estão falando da gente. O que eles acham do nosso futebol. E desculpa aí algum erro na legenda, né? Que às vezes acontece, é ruim de traduzir, a palavra não sai corretamente. Mas se você gostou, se inscreve e deixa no comentário aí. Se o Fluminense merecer ter ido para a final, você realmente tá de bom tamanho aí a ficar em quarto, né? Quarto lugar e representou bem. Escreve aí no comentário, beleza? Um abraço, se inscreve aí, deixa o like, valeu pela moral.